One more task to go, yeah. And I will get that chest and that new amulet. And this one. Okay, let's do it. I'll go and craft a coat. Or spend some coins upgrading a blueprint. A tier 7 blueprint, yeah. And I will finish it. But I gotta defend this raid first. I got this really strong bow and a decent pistol. I think I got a pet too with me. So I'll defend it real quick, yeah. And finish that track task. To get them last few rewards. There they are right there. Ah, you know, I had that guard debt in there. Usually I don't have the super VIP, but yeah, them rewards I just got. Unlocking them premium and elite passes. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, that guard. Yeah, he'll just finish the raid for you. You got the super VIP, yeah. Okay, I'll do one of these last tasks real quick. Make a code or whatever. Spend some silver coins and get them last rewards. And then I'll get to some quests or something. Make it more of a stream. I wasn't really planning on streaming anything, but get that track. And maybe a quest or two. I guess I can wait another day to feed them cows to get more of them fillets after I harvest my fields again. I'll go ahead and just feed my horses with all this excess crops. Now let me finish that last task and some level 2 right here. 800 coins. There we go. That did it for that track. Okay. All done there. Ah, see, then you can keep going and get them fried fish by doing the remainder of the tasks. Nah, but there isn't another day left to that track, so can't even get that. See if I got some coal or something. Ah, a little bit. I think I'll save it. All right, I'm gonna go tame a tier 7 boar and wolf. Do one of these quests on here, this bloody gang, yeah. I got tier 7 boar and wolf baits. And I think tier 6 puma. I think I'll tame them 3 animals this stream. Bring them back to the ranch for pets and do this quest at Sandscar Canyon. Yeah, I need to fix a weapon. I got this baby, but it's for Alliance base. I need to make another one that I have for... that I have for myself, you know. That I can use it for old mines. You know, and other things. And I got a few baits. I'm gonna... Got this tier 7 boar bait. I guess I'll take it first. I thought I was making a tier 6 puma bait. Oh, there it is, 6. And I should have a tier 7 wolf bait around here somewhere. I'm not seeing it in here, though. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'll tame a tier 7 wolf, too. Yeah, so I'll tame a few animals this stream for pets. Do that quest. Then that Season of Frost track is finished. Maybe I'll do a video later showing the rewards from it. Decorating the ranch and stuff, so watch for that. If you just want to check something out. That's where I got the steel ore. Change out my armors, yeah. Didn't see that metal scrap earlier. Put that in there. I think I can fix this weapon in Silverton, this Tier 7 common rifle, and I'll get to that quest and taming that boar. Tier 7 boar. See, I usually pet pretty much everywhere I go. Here's a polar bear from the Season of Frost track rewards. I guess I'll take it. It's I don't got much health on my other pets. Some food and drink buffs, and I'll get going on that quest and taming them animals. Now let me make another axe. So I can chop down some tier 6 and 7 trees when I'm doing that quest. I think I'm going to save my gold to exchange a bunch of modules. I got a bunch of modules here, useful ones, in my trinket storage. A lot of them for the pet house, bait bench. These are all the useful ones, that I don't have that I don't already have in my workbenches because I got other ones, for other purposes. Then I got this box over here full of ones that I don't really even need right here. These are the ones I'll trade in Silverton, and try and get better ones. They're all just tier 5, 6, 7. I still need some modules for benches. I think there's one workbench. I only got one module in, maybe. Most of them I got a few. Yeah, this one I only got one. I just don't get anything for that foundry when I find the modules. That might be the only one that I only have one module for. All the others, I got for the armor bench. I always find them for this armor bench. Different pieces of clothing, increase the durability, or up the crafting time, or lower the speed up price. Got some good ones in there. Tier 5 conveyor drive. I always find them for this too, the carpenter table. The gun bench, That foundry, though, I never find decent modules for that one. Or a few of the others. I'll save my gold and exchange them older ones. Try and get more of what I need. Make crafting easier, faster. I also need to upgrade tier 7 blueprints, especially the rare and epic ones, with silver and gold. I'll get to them, And I got a few of the tier 7 up to level 5. Yeah, thinking maybe there's a tube I could trade for a piece of gold. I think I can fix this weapon. I think it's been 24 hours. Yeah. Thing's really easy to repair and it's pretty powerful. I mean, anyway, some of them weapons are like, but it's really easy to repair. I use it all the time. I fix it all the time. Do easy and medium difficulty quests in Rio Bravo or up in Boreal Wilds, Yeah, and you always gotta have something to drink in this tier 7 area. And you'll be really slow, like you're sneaking around, kinda, when you're walking. I'll just try and find the map here mainly. Pick up some healing plants. Maybe there's usually a piece of molybdenum or two here, the tier 7 ore. You can pick up. Yeah, there's that other map fragment right there. See, maybe there's some molybdenum in here. Yep. Okay, I'll grab some more resources that I can find, and get to that hideout. Yeah, I think the last there's as a last free one I got for 15 energy. Yeah, there's less than a day left. I think I'll work on this one. So I got all the rewards open to try and get them last books. There's 800 of them. That's a ton. But these other ones, I don't have the premium or elite open. This one, I'm only still on stage 5 or 6. Not really been having. Sometimes I just get lazy and don't do the canyon, or the spirit cave. That's why I get behind on that animal track. Yeah. Wrangler one. Nine bears are kind of stupid. Sometimes I just don't do the attack right and do that big AoE hit, area hit, and I'll get him around them buildings. It'd be easier. Get him on the side, and hit and run, hit and run, hit and move. I got this loot, yeah, all this loot, and then I'll go ahead and tame that boar. Tier 7 peccary for a pet. Ah, 4 of them. Not that great of a reward, for Rio Bravo, but they're still really useful. The tier 5 gun parts. You can always trade them for tier 6 or 7. Some pants on that gang leader. Jacket in that box. Tier 6, uncommon. Guess I'll go ahead and use it up as much as I can. Maybe save it and dismantle it for resources. And if I don't break it. If I don't lose track of it and break it. Yeah, that box should be right in here. Its lower side. Yeah, just an easy hideout. You ain't gonna find that great of rewards in them boxes. Unless it's a medium and harder difficulty. Ah, there's a tier 6 fastener. Usually I don't find this, but I've been finding it lately. A little more down here. Rio Bravo territory, clearing out these hideouts. The canned food. Usually I find the chili. Or the lime squash, the lime crates. They make the lime squash and the mojito. Or the bloody molly. Alright, looks like that's it. I'll tame a tier 7 boar and get back to the ranch now. I completed another track task there. Three pieces of molybdenum in there, man. There's never three pieces in there. Alright, I'll kill these bandits and get in that bag. Ah, there's another track task done. Cool. Tier 6 piece of meat. Right on. Alright. Try and find a tier 7 boar. Tame it, you know. I gotta watch them pants are getting low on durability. I'll need to change them out pretty soon. There's a tier 7 boar right there. I'll tame it. Tin cans of pet food, right on. I don't think there's anything here in storage to grab. I'll just go ahead back to the ranch. Oh, well, I got to take that pet back. If I go anywhere else, you know, it'll run off. That peccary. First one of them I've ever tamed. I got a tier 7 bear and lynx. I'll get the wolf next this stream, and I got a tier 6 puma bait for that North American cougar. Ah, it's an epic. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever got an epic pet before. From taming them. Just a cool pet to have. I just kind of wanted one. You know, not really for fighting or anything. Here's a tier 7 lynx. I just got it. It's still adapting. Then I just got this tier 7 bear. Got a couple of tier 6 bears. Tier 6 alpha wolf. I think this thing's almost max level. I think 125 is max for it. Then I got the tier 6 lynx. I think I'll go ahead and release this one to make room, you know. I got a tier 6 lynx and I got that tier 7 adapting. I'll just go ahead and get rid of it. And then here's my tier 5 puma. I think I'll get rid of it once I get the tier 6. I got a bait to tame a tier 6 puma. I think the only things I need to unlock are the tier 7. Well, I think I have them all unlocked pretty much. Or the tier 7 puma and alpha wolf. Maybe it's the only baits I don't have unlocked. And the alligator. I about got the alligator unlocked. It's like the next skill on the Wrangler tree I'm looking to learn. Now give me an alligator, yeah. I've always wanted one of them alligators. Alright, so I'll tame a tier 7 wolf next. Then I'll get the tier 6 puma. And there's a quest I can do when I'm getting that puma. Up in Brio Wilds, I'll do it too. Maybe I'll do something else this stream. I need to, yeah, do something with my clothes. Okay. I'll just go to that lake or canyon again. There's always wolves there. Down in Rio Bravo territory. Yeah, there's this puma hunting quest. I'll do it when I go to tame that tier 6 cougar. After I get this wolf though first. I need some coal. Yeah, I got a little bit. Think I need to craft a tier 7 firearm. Yeah, to get that last set of rewards, them 800 books. I don't think I have enough molybdenum ingots, so to craft a tier 7. Nah, I do, okay. I guess I'll just craft that rifle right there then. Or I can do this shotgun. Takes a little more. Which one you guys think? Got a couple of these already. And I got the module in here that'll give extra damage. There ain't a module that gives extra shotgun damage. And I got the one for pistols and revolvers. Pretty good one. Alright, that one then. Then I gotta do. Then once that's done, stage 13 will come up and I'll try and finish it right at the end there. Do the last 2 tasks, for another 200 track points and get them books. Yeah, finish that one up. I'm just gonna stop right there. Maybe I can get one of them fishes, huh? I guess I'll craft that coat. See what other tasks come up. Maybe they'll be easy. Get one of them fish. One of them fried fish. Now this one ain't got the best stats on it yet, so I'll do this common one that's at level 7. I think I'll just stop on this one. Oh, just need a little more electricity to finish that task. Make one more of them planks. Trying to work up to get a tier 4 coyote. Need some females though. Go with all these damn males. I got this common, but I don't have any of the uncommon or rare as females. They're all males. Other players I know have that problem too sometimes. Can't get the other gender, to breed their pets. I got these tier 2 uncommon. I guess I can work up. Female there, I can breed twice, and a male 3 times. Maybe I give a common or uncommon female, I mean a common male, or a uncommon female. Yeah, I think I'll get one of each of the tier 7 pets, and then I don't have the tier 6 cougar yet. I'll tame that next after I get this wolf and do that hunting quest up at the Brio Forest there in the Wilds region. Maybe I'll get up to Alliance Base or something. I mean, I'm going to grab some resources first, and then I'll tame that wolf. Now I'll have to go to another canyon or over to that lake. I ain't going to fight all them bandits and animals. I'll just get over to that lake, I guess. So hoping to maybe find some molybdenum there too at that canyon. Remember that last one I was at when I did that hideout quest? I found them 3 pieces in that one cave. Alright, my gear looks okay for now. There's one of them lime crates and a tomato seed. Oh, I did it again. Alright, I'll get back to that canyon then. I ain't gonna fight all them damn bandits and animals. Yeah, as long as I got some durability on them clothes and a weapon, I'll go ahead and pick up all the resources I can before I tame that wolf to take back to the ranch. There's some molybdenum over there in the corner. Ah, nice. Another task down. There we go. I'm not going to unlock the premium and elite there. I will try and get these bunch of books, though. Yeah, I got that firearm crafted at the ranch. Then when stage 13 unlocks, maybe I can do them last couple tasks and finish it. This one I just finished earlier in the stream, right at the beginning. Got that chest and that new amulet. Looks like I better get to taming that wolf. I don't see any molybdenum in there. All right, I think I'll get. I got that wolf. Nah, Hunter. You don't have to upgrade the generator for tier 7. Nah, man. It just has another level you can upgrade. You only have to have the generator for tier 6. But you see, if you upgrade it to level 2 there, production speed of tier 7 items plus 100%. Then you got like twice as much electricity at level 2, 800 kilowatts of charge, see? And not just the 400. So yeah, it's good to upgrade it, but it's not required for tier 7, no. You just have to fix that railway bridge for tier 7. Okay, the stream got cut off. So I restarted it. I'll get to that Puma quest and tame that tier 6 cougar. I got the bait for it right here. I got that tier 7 wolf back to the ranch. Yeah, I think it was a common, came out of common. Remember that boar, if you were watching the stream earlier, that tier 7 peccary I tamed turned out to be an ep. Here's that wolf I just tamed. Now the skills on commons aren't that great. I mean, they're pretty basic. Here's that boar I got earlier. I think I got modules in there. Yeah, I got the experience on lured wolves one in there. Got the ones on lynxes. I got some ones for boars. Let's see. I maybe have some ones for boars. Okay. Yeah, to get them last books. I'll have to finish them up before that 20 hours ends. So I can get all them books right there. And I'll be able to learn another skill, on that track. I'm trying to get the alligator bait unlocked over here. And then the tier 7 Puma and Alpha Wolf baits. I think they're right over here. Then I got one more level to 125. And it'll unlock another section. You see there down at the bottom right, it says 125 level. See, my player level is 124. I just hit 124. You get to level 125, it unlocks another section on these. Another set of skills. Maybe at level 130 it unlocks too, though, I think. One of my alliance members is about 126, 127, and yeah, they got them newer skills unlocked. I don't know if they're really much better, but if I remember correctly, looking at them, they're more like the 120, I guess. I don't know, or the level 100 or whatever it is, 110. Yeah. Looks like on the Wrangler track it's there, the little 125, but not on the 120, not on them other two tracks, huh? Maybe because I got this last skill unlocked. Yeah, not on these others. I don't know. Alright, I'll get to hunting that puma. Let's see. Alright, my buffs look alright. I'll switch to that other reindeer. It's got a little more energy. Let me check them boar modules. I might have some. Minus 26% to growth time of boars. You think maybe that would help, or? Nah, I should have put a couple of these in before I tame them wolf and boar, huh? Oh well. Before I get that alligator unlocked and tame one of them, I'll make sure to put in a module or two. I got a bunch of alligator modules. Consumption by pumas. Okay, I'm gonna go get a puma now. A tier 6. Plus 130 to damage of lured wolves. Maybe I'll put that one in there and it'll change the growth time. Well, that's growth time, not adaptation time. Plus 18 experience to lured wolves. Here, this one might help. Let's see, what's the time on that boar? 19 hours? Do you think if I add that module, it'll change it? Yeah, it took off about 4 hours of adaptation time. Okay. Okay, let's see if I got one for pumas. I'm gonna go and tame this tier 6. Ah, right there, right there. There we go. I'll put that in there. I might have something else for pumas. Minus 20 to feed consumption. Well, it's only one puma. All right, that's an extra I don't need. I'll go ahead and put it in with my others that I'm gonna trade. These are all the ones I don't need that I'm gonna trade off. I guess I'll put this other one in there for adaptation time on this puma I'm gonna get. That's a pretty good one, tier 7 uncommon. Probably should leave that in there until that lynx gets its adapts. That wolf's probably got to adapt first to get that extra experience. I don't know. Or does that just count as fighting? Let's see. I think I'll take this boar ones out. Or will it change it back to the 19 hours? Probably. I'll just leave it. Take this out. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go tame that puma and that'll help adapt it faster. And I'll do that quest. Okay, let's go. I'll have an axe. Okay, I got an axe. Yeah, I cut down all the trees at that real forest, I guess. Or is it the lake up there? Yeah. It's the forest. I thought I had some bear claws in there, maybe. Take to the mountain tribe. Zoo, yeah. I think I got room for this puma. One more spot. Looks like I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them coyotes I got. Yeah, got a bunch of coyotes. Trying to get a tier 4. But you know, I have the deal with the gender. Always getting the male or the other gender, you know, and can't breed them because they're all males. Or okay, that tier 7 firearm crafted up. So those, yeah, that last stage opened up. I'll get to these later. Not this stream. I'll do them later before that 20 hours ends, maybe, and so I can get all them 800 books right there. Finish that track. Then on this infinite reward, I think it has a reset daily. Yeah, you just can't keep doing and doing that because see, mine says all the tasks are done. I think you have to have extra days, you know, and each day you can get that bonus reward. You know, after you complete the task, it's just an extra thing, I guess, for players that like to pay, you know, and get the rewards quicker. It's like an add-on, I guess. But it has a reset daily, it looks like. That's the first time I've unlocked it. Does anybody know how it works exactly? Is that right? Can't really count on them bears. I mean, they're really powerful and good attackers, but they always miss their skill, you know. They always use the wrong skill, you know. They always do that hard area attack. All right, track that puma a little more right here. I think that axe is about to break. Yeah, pretty low on durability there. About 4 more trees, 5 maybe. Unless I get the lucky hit, you know, and cut it down in 2 or 3 swings. Yeah, like that one right there, one swing. Don't really want to break that thing. Yeah. I like to dismantle the axes or just repair them. All right. As long as I got a healthy pet, you know, I can go after that puma. There it is. I brought some pet crackers just in case my berry runs out of health, you know. Which it's going to do right here. Ah, my pants and boots are getting pretty worn out. I'll have to get up to that lake or that mountain. Looks like I have to get up to that mountain maybe to get that puma. All right, that one I'm hunting's right here. Nah, my gear's about gone. And I want to get that puma. Tame one of them cougars. While I'm up here, after we find these tracks. There's probably 3 or 4 sets of them I gotta find now. Instead of the one. That puma's dead right here, though. It's over there to the left, yeah. A few hits should do it, yeah. All right. I think my axe is about broken, yeah, so. Oh, I got these other 2. Okay, I'll get in there and get more wood real quick and get up to the mountain is where you find them pumas. I think you can find them at the lake too, can't you? The glacier lake. Maybe, yeah. Stupid. Maybe it'd be an epic puma. Like that tier 7 boar I lured earlier in the stream. Uncommon, that's okay. Ah, it's got the inflict bleeding skill right on. Full health damage. Bonus, cool. There it is right there, right on. First tier 6 puma I've caught. Got a bunch of them I've just caught recently that are adapting. Tier 7 bear, yeah. Wolf I did earlier in the stream. I think I'll get rid of this tier 5 puma. I really don't want to. It's a really good pet. I've had it forever. I think ever since well, it was a freebie kinda I got. In the creator program, I got a tier 5 universal bait. And caught it, I think, with it. I think I already had a bear, so I caught it. I've had that thing forever, maybe a year. Been playing on this account for over a year and a half. I had an account like 4 years ago. I played on for about 4 months. I got up to about level 90, and then Interflube was introduced, down in the south. That was like over 4 years ago, I think, and I quit playing for a while. Started up this account, I think July of 2023. Got in that creator program within half a year, I've been in that over a year, I think. I've been really active with it. Doing the battle passes. Making content, for their program and getting a lot of extra rewards. You get a ton of extra rewards, monthly rewards, update rewards. If you look at the creator program, the details, maybe I'll put a link in some of my newer videos about it. Getting into that creator program kind of took a while, over 2 months, I think, before I heard a response, but I was able to get into it. I've seen guys get turned down, apply and then within a week later get turned down, but there's a good chance you can probably get into it and make some decent content, for their updates and the battle passes, just whatever you want, and get the bonus rewards, the monthly rewards for having so many views, and obtaining a certain level of views. Then you got your YouTube channel too, you can get it monetized with 1,000 subscribers, 4,000, 3 or 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I'll put on some of my newer videos about the creator program and the benefits it offers. I've never done that before. I think there might be something on the posts tab, the community tab, explaining it, but they're way down in old posts. I never talk about the creator program much or what it offers. But, and then you make extra videos and you can get these premium and elite tracks. The developers of the game will just give them to you, if you make good content and are active in their program. And they'll give you extra golden bullets and like these they don't give these points, and sometimes you can request resources. Well, they used to have that as part of their program, to make videos. I mean, you couldn't get like the tier 7 as much or the tier 6 resources, but you could request through their Discord, Westland Survival official Discord, and I used to be able to get extra resources to make videos, like buckets of food, or ointments, healing items. I don't know, other stuff. I don't think they do that anymore though. It's mainly, and then they gone away with giving out the VIP for free. You got to do a little something extra now. Add like a QR code in your videos or streams, I think, and run it. And on your shorts, run it the first 10 seconds of your short videos. To get the super VIP now, they'll give you the super VIP for free, but you got to do a little something extra to get that. They don't give the VIP out anymore. You notice on there on the VIP, if you've ever watched my channel, and seen my streams and videos, I used to have that VIP at like almost 200 days. Now it's down to, I think, about 50 or 60 days, 55 days. Yeah. They haven't given that out for 3 or 4 months. They give the super VIP now. You do a little extra, go a little farther in their program. And they give out another reward for best creator now. I think monthly. Whoever had the most views or best content, whatever, I'm not really into all that. We're getting the super VIP, but it still gives tons of rewards, the monthly rewards for being active. And like I said, them premium and elite passes you can get for free. Yeah, it's changed, with them tracks. I don't think it's really harder though. If you make the weapons, that are needed. Like yesterday, I did the old mines camp with that tier 7 epic rifle. I mean, I blew through the whole camp with that thing. That thing does almost 6,000 damage, Yeah, that right there. Old mines is like a dang little kid's playground with that thing. Yeah, I burned right through there with like 2 sets of gear. And then the final boss, if you know how to kill him, pick up the dynamites he throws at you and chuck them back at him. He's pretty easy to defeat. Yeah, I have trouble sometimes. The metals, getting the ingots. Like right here, I got to make a tier 7 revolver to finish this up. Yeah, I'll have to go down to that Hell's Hollow probably to get that molybdenum ore, the tier 7 ore to make the ingots, to craft it. Actually, I might be able to do that now. Nah, see, I need a bunch of ingots and fasteners. The rifle don't take as much of the fasteners, but it takes an extra gun part to make the rifle. Yeah, that's the thing I have trouble with mostly is getting the metals here to make these ingots and then the fasteners to make the items, repair the clothes and guns. iron is really easy to get, you know, and probably the most lucrative resource. Most common resource in the game. But getting them other ores can be tough. Even some of the other stuff, yeah. Ah, yeah, the only thing you get there really is the ores, huh? And maybe a little bit of the rocks and the fuel, like up in Iron Mine, the brown coal. Or the coal and the steel mine, chrome mine. Yeah, like over in the salt mine, it's the best place to get the nickel and the marble at tier 5 or lower levels. But yeah, they don't put much in them. I'll have to get some more coal or oil or something and feel that. I got all this stuff I need to fix too. Boy, this overflows sometimes. Yeah. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Finishing up the season of frost, and I think I lured a tier 7 boar, tier 7 wolf, tier 6 puma in this stream. Thanks for watching that, y'all, if you were here. Catch you later. Yeah, you can find nickel up at the Denali Mountain too, but I think the salt mine's the best place to get that.